Good morning. As you remember, yesterday I was reading Shrek, and we had, that was Shrek Part 1. So we had gotten to the part where Shrek had been sent off into the world by his parents to go do damage. Remember, he's a monster or an ogre. He met a witch, and she told him that he would marry a princess and that he would need a donkey. He met a guy working, and he took his lunch and knocked out the guy. The guy fainted. Then he was having a terrible dream while he was sleeping that children were trying to play with him. Thunder and lightning attacked him, and he scared them away. Then he saw a sign. He met a dragon. He scared the dragon. Oh, there's what the terrible dream with the children while he was sleeping. And then he had finally met the donkey. And he had hopped onto the donkey's back. And then he had gotten to the castle. And he had met the knight. And he wanted to come in. They soon came to a drawbridge where a suit of armor stood. Shrek knocked on the breastplate and demanded, "Who dwells inside this armor and in yonder castle?" "In here a fearless knight, in there a well-born fright," was the answer. "It's my princess," said Shrek, "the one I am to wed." "Over my dead body," roared the fearless knight. "Over your dead body, then," Shrek agreed. "Not so, brave, thou churlish knave," countered the knight. Do me the honor to step aside so Shrek can go in and meet his bride," Shrek commanded. Notice, class, that they are speaking in rhyme. "Magician's mercury, plumber's lead, I smite your stupid scabby head," said the knight, and the knight smote. As you can tell, they do not use very nice language with each other, and they are not kind. Shrek popped his eyes, opened his trap, and bellowed a blast of fire. The knight, red hot, dove into the stagnant moat. With a nasty snort of triumph, Shrek crossed the bridge and marched into the castle, and there, for the first time ever, he found out what fear was. Look at the knight's feet. If you didn't know what a castle moat was, you could look and see where he jumped, and you can see that it's water. And now I know it's the water that goes around a castle. And if I don't know what a drawbridge is, I can see that this is a drawbridge. This could go up and down here. And it's the door to the castle. All around him were hundreds of hideous creatures. He was so appalled he could barely manage to spit a bit of flame. All those horrid others spat back. He started to run, and they all ran. He lashed out at the nearest one, but what he struck was glass. Can you tell what Shrek is looking at? He thinks it's something else, and he's very scared of it. Shrek was in the Hall of Mirrors. "They're all me," he yodeled, "all me." He faced himself full of rabid self-esteem, happier than ever to be exactly what he was. So Shrek is an ogre or a monster, and now he knows that it's himself, and he is happy with himself. He strode on, and his fat lips fell open. There before him was the most stunningly ugly princess on the surface of the planet. "Apple strudel," Shrek sighed. "Cock-a-doodle-doodle," cooed the princess. And there she is. Said Shrek, "Your wormy warts, your rosy wens, like slimy bogs and fusty fens, thrill me." Said the princess, "Your lumpy nose, your pointy head, your wicked eyes so livid red, just kill me." They are speaking in rhymes, and what they are saying is that they like each other. Said Shrek, "O ghastly you, with lips of blue, your ruddy eyes with carmine styes enchant me. I could go on, I know you know the reason why I love you so, you're ugly." Said the princess, "Your nose is so hairy, oh let us not tarry. Your look is so scary, I think we should marry." Shrek snapped at her nose. She nipped at his ear. They clawed their way into each other's arms like fire and smoke. These two belonged together. It's a fairy tale. And here is the end. So they got hitched as soon as possible, and they lived horribly ever after, scaring the socks off of all who fell afoul of them. And that is the end of the story of Shrek. As you can see, Shrek is like a fairy tale. It's almost like a Cinderella fairy tale, except the characters are not beautiful princesses and a handsome prince. They are an ugly ogre and an ugly princess. But it just goes to show you, even monsters can be happy.